noticed that we had 4 seconds left.
Why not good?
Yeah, you did a good job. Now we gotta check the volume.
I know, I'm going. Excuse you.
Hey, it's not bad manners. Good beer.
No, it didn't. I know, I'm going. Well, that's
something's not working right. You shouldn't be hearing it like this. I'm just saying. That means that this isn't playing right. Here,
Did you put the iRed on it?
Yep.
When we speak, and Billy's loving high school, he's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night. The inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
There we go. Now I don't have to talk really loud. So tonight is Friday, April the 4th, and whoever's going to see this on Facebook Live, or y'all are going to see it on Adovo, we had a snafu at the beginning of the show. But I'm sure everyone will enjoy that. So tonight is April the 4th, and David has lined up a great show for us tonight. Raymond RoadieMack Sumling is going to be here representing Dennis Richardson for the Prison Survival Guide. I think that is on the tablets. Christina, I'm just going to call her Addie, because I don't think I can pronounce her last name. You'll have to. I'm sorry, Addie. She is Vice President and Chief of Financial Affairs at TPA, Texas Prisons Alliance. Marci Marie is back on the show, the Prison Show's Women's Unit reporter, social media influencer, and Director of Community Engagement at Lioness Justice Impacted Women's. And Maggie Luna's going to be on, Executive Director at Texas Harm Reduction Alliance. And Linda and I will be back on tonight with the Death Row Angels segment. So we have a jammed-packed show. So we're going to get right into it with Raymond on line 1. He is with the Prison Survival Guide. Hi, Raymond.
Greetings.
Greetings. How are you this evening?
Blessed and highly favored. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the show. So tell us how you represent Dennis Richardson. Is that correct?
Yeah, I represent Dennis Richardson on this Prison Survival Guide book.
So tell us about it.
Well, it's a very inspiring book that the young fella was able to document while being behind the prison wall. And on behalf, he also like to thank y'all for having me on the air. Dennis Richardson, 3RD, Houston Hip Hop News, CEO.
He's on,
And on behalf,
the show is
and on behalf, go ahead.
It's on Adovo, correct? I just want to make
Yes,
sure people know that it's on Adovo.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, because I can show you some more assistance with, helping me explore where all the locations is at. We for sure know it's on Amazon. You can get this Prison Survival Guide book, very uplifting for the youth and those that's headed to the prison institution that really need to get some better understanding. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. How that sound?
Yeah, that sounds real, actually. Yeah. So,
Okay. Dennis, I also like me to let you know that this book was written in partnership with writers from Southern University of California. It's a self-help rehabilitation masterpiece. Prison Survival Guide by Dennis D. Richardson is available again on Amazon, ebook, paperback, and audio. The audio book is narrated by Elizabeth Hobday, Hobday. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Which will be released next week on audio, iTunes, and Amazon.
So that's the lady who's reading the portion on Instagram?
Pardon me?
Is that the young lady who's reading the portion on Instagram?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you for that. Yes. She sounds very, very uplifting the way she recites it and everything.
And
So
is that the recording that come out on Adovo started on April 1st?
Yeah, by Adovo nonprofit organization, reach out to 45 states, over 1 million tablets, countries, and prisons that will be available very soon on Adovo.
Yeah, well, we're on Adovo right now, so your interview is going to be on Adovo. We upload Adovo every week. We have for several months now. So.
Well, shout out to 3RD Dennis Richardson as he listening, man, and to all the other fellows and people we have sent books to throughout the prison, through New York, Chicago, Louisiana, April, Wise, Pookie Duke over there in that Minnesota, Mr. Rick, he got a TV show called OG, just trying to help and keep the youth inspired by listening to OGs,
Yeah.
So
did you do time with 3RD?
Did I do time with him?
Yeah.
No. He been away for 8 years already, and the Spirit of Truth has allowed him to be very educational and put this book together, Prison Survival Guide. And
So
if I can.
Yeah.
If
So
I-
you
if
knew
I-
him before he got locked up?
Oh yeah. I'm his host of Houston Hip Hop News.
Okay. Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
there was a
we
lot
got-
of stuff on Hip Hop News. So
Yeah, we go around to major events, and we collect data to make nice videos and everything. And he was able to contribute a chapter to me because we talk often. Self-study the law, play for the dough, not the flow, by RoadieMack. And that chapter gives you the insight to self-study the law for yourself. Don't rely on the system attorneys to want to see you go home when you don't have to really do no time. But to their benefit, we need you detained because we got kids we trying to send to college. So that means you got to take a plea bargain and go all the way through the system. So he was able to put that in there for me, man, because we talk a lot. And then he also got the 10 Commandments in here. And it recites, thou shalt make sure his kids visit him and talk to him. Thou shalt stay in contact with his lawyer. Thou shalt make sure to keep money on the books for commissary. Just a few to let you know what's inside this book here, to let you get an understanding. There you go right there. You can't see it, but I'm doing a video of it just as well. So, yeah, that's third right there, man. He got some top-flight entertainers in his book. And the book is just outstanding with inspiration for one to be able to stay aligned in truth.
Okay.
Also, he told me to make sure to tell the listeners to go to the media store on their tablet, type 3RD, and check out his music on a tablet also. Check out his daughter music, Young Queen. And while y'all doing that, check out RoadieMack. You need. Tell the listeners to follow us on Instagram, the Handlers and Prisoners Survival Guide. Also follow them on TikTok and on X. So he telling me I have only 10 minutes to recite all this, so I hope I'm doing a marvelous job.
You're doing marvelous.
You still got about 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes, and then be able to ask if y'all got any questions you need to help ask and everything. You know, it would be very nice.
Well, we're just kind of excited that you guys are going to be on Adovo, and I think it's pretty cool that they'll be able to listen to the book.
Okay. Prison Survival Guide is available on Amazon. 3RD Richards, the author, and I'm impressed that he is an author now, because when he went in, he was just a rapper. But in the process of being detained, he now has become an author, where his book can become a very popular instrument to help the youth and help households to better give their kids understand. Like they did when I was a youth. We had Scared Straight.
Right.
That you know, some places took people to prisons to hope they can better their mindset of don't do this or this where you would land up there. So that program, they seem to fail with it. But now we back with the Prison Survival Guide, and we hope this can put them in the check again. Because one thing about it, if your parents introduced you to this book when you was free, and then you wind up going to prison, and you see this book inside of prison, that's going to be an ugly look for you, man. Because you're going to be like, oh, man.
But the book actually tell them how to do time. It'll tell them how to stop, look, and listen, and pay attention, and not tell all your whole story in the day room and all that stuff.
Yeah, it lays out the foundations on when you go in through the county jail and all the way up to the top of the prison on how to conduct yourself, because in the county jail, your behavior is not the same as the ones in prison.
Yeah.
Remind you around guys that might never be coming home.
They'll punk you out quick, huh?
And you got to outdate, and you around here acting like a nut and embarrassing us, we can feel some type of way. Right. Because we're not going nowhere.
So then you end up having to check them and put them in their place, huh?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. So you got about 30 seconds left. You got anything that you just need to get off your chest? Anything you just want to shout out? Any, you know what I mean? Burning desires?
Hey, what's y'all station? Prison Story?
Well, this is called The Prison Show on Adovo. It's KPFT 90.1 FM in Houston.
Okay, and we'd like to thank you, man, Prison Show, for having us, man. And we hope that they enjoyed when you download it on your Vocal, and they can get free access to review it, and that the reviews be outstanding on it, where you can continue on with your program.
Thank you so much.
Y'all follow that Prison Survival Guide book and download it. It's available. RD did an outstanding job with it. I'm impressed with it. I read it from time to time, and I talk to the youth when I pass them up and tell them about it just as well. Future Hip Hop News is coming to you live.
All right,
your host,
RoadieMack.
RoadieMack.
We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right.
Well, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it is. Now we have Addie. She is with TPA. And there she is. Hi, Addie.
Hello. How are you?
Doing good. I know your voice because I hear it all the time.
I see her on the Prison Show page. She's one of our top fans.
Yes, top fans. And I'm one of her top fans on TikTok. The Tiki Talk.
I love making content that helps other people, just like TPA enjoys helping other people. So I'm happy to be on.
Well, we welcome you. So what do you have for us this evening?
I have a ton. TPA has all kinds of things going on. We have a really exciting and new initiative coming out, and a big announcement this Thursday, April 10th. So I hope everybody kind of tunes in, stay tuned to see what we have. We also have our
wait a minute.
Newsletter.
Wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you give us a hint on the exciting news?
It's a new, big, awesome program. I'll just say that.
We love awesome programs.
That will help a lot of people, and we're very excited.
Okay, great. Okay, now carry on. I had to get a hint.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. You get the first exclusive. So we also have our print newsletter coming out, our summer edition, for anyone wanting to stay in the loop. And those who are incarcerated, this is a newsletter that goes to them. It's a print newsletter mailed to the unit, and they can write to us and ask to be added to the mailing list. And that is Texas Prisons Alliance Attention Newsletter, P.O. Box 1563, Pearland, Texas 77588. And they can be added to our newsletter list, or they can have their loved ones sign them up through our website, which is texasprisonsalliance.org/newsletter.
Now, what is that P.O. box again?
It is P.O. Box 1563.
Okay, sorry.
Pearland, Texas 77588. Nope, you're fine. We have monthly email blast getting ready to go out on April 10th. This will have legislative updates, some sneak peeks at events getting ready to go on. And this goes out to, those on the outside. But we may have a kind of a fun, exciting thing coming out in the future where those on the inside are able to actually do a shout out to their loved one in the email, just like those on the outside can do a shout out to their loved one on the inside in the newsletter. So kind of like a fun back and forth.
That's great.
We have a Facebook Live coming up on April 14th at 7 p.m. on our main Texas Prisons Alliance Facebook group. And it'll be about Second Chance Month and our summer initiative, which is Texas Prisons Beat the Heat. We have a legislation series because Texas laws, especially legislation, are confusing, and we're breaking down all the legislation that affects you and your loved ones, from parole eligibility to unit conditions, and making it really easy to understand, because we all know how difficult it is to read legalese.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just started something that's very close to my heart, a Law of Parties reform group. We launched this on Facebook, and this is something that I'm extremely passionate about, and as is our president and founder. So if someone was impacted by the Law of Parties, you can have your friends and family search Texas Law of Parties on Facebook and ask to join. You can also send your Law of Parties story to our P.O. Box. And we're trying to build kind of a Law of Parties database with testimony. So that'll be, it's something that I'm really passionate about. So I'm excited. And then we just finished up Parole Justice Advocacy Day, and we joined Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance, Latino Justice PRL-DEF, and Texas Defender Service at the Capitol to demand better parole policies and actual real second chances. So,
Ooh, love that. Love that.
yes, it was great.
So the Law of Parties Facebook group, is
Yep.
that already launched?
It is launched. We have probably about 50 or 60 members right now. We're wanting people to become more confident and better informed so that they can explain to others what the law of parties means in Texas and how our loved ones are affected by it. Because there are many states like Massachusetts that have already done away with this law, and we are hoping to make that change in Texas as well.
So if someone on the inside has been convicted under the Law of Parties, they can write to that P.O. box?
They can write to the P.O. box. They can put attention LOP or attention Law of Parties.
Okay. That's great. 'Cause
Oh.
I know that,
Yeah.
you know, just from the letters that we receive at the prison show, there's so many people who have been convicted under the Law of Parties, not to mention the number of people who've been executed under the Law of
Yes.
Parties.
Well, my husband was originally on Texas death row and was convicted under the Law of Parties, and he's no longer on death row. But that's why it's part of the reason why the Law of Parties is something I'm so passionate about.
Well, yeah, I can definitely understand that, and I'm sure he is very proud of you and the work that you have done and continue to do. You know, just from seeing your content on the TikTok, because you know everyone who knows me knows I'm always on TikTok. If I have a second free, it's like, oh, TikTok.
I know it. I do the same.
Right. Me and Leslie go back and forth with the TikToks, sharing yours, sharing, different people with TPA. So I think that the Facebook group devoted to the Law of Parties is very important. And I can already think of several people that would benefit joining that group. I'm going to join it because I have a few dear friends that are convicted under that law, and I'm for sure going to tell them about it so they can get involved also, so they can tell you their story personally, although of course I'm going to do it too. You can get double the story from us. So
I mean, that's great.
Yeah, I think that the Law of Parties and the Second Look,
Yes.
being the Second Look month, is that the official title of this month?
It's Second Chance Month.
Second
So reentry and parole.
Right. I think that the so many people are talking about that specific bill. Do you know anything about that bill?
It's HB 5058, and then that's the Law of Parties bill, and then HB 200 is the Second Look bill. And that Second Look bill gives people who were convicted as juveniles, it gives them a second chance. They can actually look at them as human beings who have grown while they have done their time, instead of, the child they were, the juvenile they were when they were originally convicted. So it is a literal second chance for many people.
Absolutely. And what's crazy is there are quite a few people who are not even aware that this bill has even gone up in the past or that's going up this session. And, they were 15 and then they were, when they automatically try them as an adult. Go ahead.
So just saying, yeah, and then they are looked at as if they have the capacity of someone many years older and the lived experience, and that's not the case, right? These are children who are being convicted under a criminal legal system designed for adults.
Absolutely. And studies have found now that even when you're 21, you do not have the capacity to think like an adult, even though you are an adult.
Right.
Right. So do you have anything else to share?
I just want to say that we are getting everyone's letters. We have received we have about 1,500 letters and online submissions. We are tracking the most common concerns across all units with the highest number of issues. I am a data scientist by trade, so I like looking at those numbers. But also, PPA is 100% volunteer run. We have no salaries. We have no big sponsors, just people who care because we have loved ones who are inside, and we're just doing the work that really needs to be done. And we handle these thousands of requests, but we can't do it without help. So if people would be so inclined to donate and donate stamps, those are things we can always use, and we have a donation link on our website, or they can be mailed into our P.O. box.
Well, we appreciate you, Addie, and I look forward to more content, and we look forward to April the 10th. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a wonderful rest of the evening.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. She gave us lots of good information. Now we have Marci Marie on line 3. Hi, Marci. Hi, Marci. Is Marci there? Maybe.
Maybe we need to go to Maggie and come back to Marci.
Okay. Let's go to, hey, Maggie.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I was scared that we didn't have you either for a second. We're coming to you early because we couldn't get a hold of Marci. Maybe David or Linda can check with Marci to make sure she's still there. But how are you doing, Maggie?
I'm doing all right. I'm super insanely busy, and with everything happening at the federal level is just really making my life super, super fun.
So what's happening at that level? Tell us what you got going on.
Well, all the funding cuts and the cuts for HHSC, they defunded $11 billion from substance use and substance recovery. And so that's really, really insane because, a lot of people are incarcerated because of the drug war.
Right.
All of my charges were directly related to drugs. And I am just one of about 80% of people who are incarcerated, impacted by these ridiculous laws. And so now the resources that have been put in place that have been saving people's lives are losing their funding. And so I've been just really busy working on the ground, making contingency plans for people who may be at risk to lose, their medicated assisted therapy. We also have people, we're in the jails, we're in the Travis County Jail, and trying to connect people into housing and resources before they get out. So drugs aren't immediately their first go-to because it's so hard when you get out. And I know as many times as I cycled in and out, the first thing that I knew was the only thing that I knew was how to get back into the game. And, it's just so dangerous right now. People are dying. People are losing their minds. And then we also have, the housing crisis because of all the defunding happening at the federal level. And we know that substance use and homelessness goes hand in hand. And so, just really being boots on the ground is what I'm doing right now. Like it's really different than working at the legislative level. I used to go into the Capitol and advocate for all of these bills, and I felt like I was smacking my head right up against a brick wall because it's so slow moving. But I'm really grateful for the people who are there today doing that work. But I'm also extremely grateful for the life that I get to live on the ground, where I get to see people directly get connected to housing. We just had a man, I've been here for over a year, and he has been sleeping in our alley and on our front porch, and just slowly coming to where he could trust us again, just humanity again. And last week, he signed his lease, and we sent him off into his own apartment. And I was in tears. He was terrified, because he's been out on the streets, hasn't had anything. And so he doesn't know what to expect. And so being able to be there and then, support him while he goes from being unhoused on the streets to becoming a housed person, because he's got another struggle ahead of him trying to find a job with felony convictions in Texas. These are all things that we're fighting every single day right alongside with people. And, I'm really grateful for the people who are fighting legislation for this. I just don't think it's going far enough. I mean, there's a lot of misdemeanors and stuff that are being fought for, but we have people right here on the streets that are fighting with felony convictions. And me, myself, I've been out since 2017. My last conviction I was convicted in 2016. I couldn't find a place to rent to me for the past 5 years. I haven't had my name on a lease in 5 years. I have state representatives writing me letters of recommendation, and I can't find a place to rent. And I finally did, though. And I get to move out on the 19th into a new place, 4-bedroom, 2-story, in my name.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah. All of this is happening.
And, lately they've wanted to make some misdemeanors felonies, which makes it, they used to be a misdemeanor. Now they're going to be a felony. It's just going to make it worse.
Oh, my God, it's so ridiculous. I know somebody who just got, one of our participants died of an overdose, and the person that was with him got convicted of homicide. Drug-induced homicide. Okay, these are homeless people. We are not catching kingpins, So these laws that are being put into place are not doing anything to make anybody safer, It's just these laws. That's what I'm saying.
So, have they taken any of your funding away? Thankfully, what I do is not supported by the federal government. Oh,
and so, yeah, what we do is not really looked on very highly in Texas. Harm reduction is kind of not a great word. And so as we educate the community and lawmakers more about what harm reduction really is, because really all it is we're saving lives. We're connecting people to housing. We're connecting people to food. We are giving people a space to come sit and not commit crimes of survival because we are getting their needs met. And we're doing all of that on private donations, on foundation funding, and public health funds, because we are helping people to stop the spread of diseases. Hep C and HIV, we are connecting people to treatment for Hep C if they test positive for it. We also are connecting people to treatment and medication. And so,
Maggie, what's a good address that someone can write to you?
14443 That's P.O. Box 14443, Austin, Texas 78761. So it's P.O. Box 14443, Austin, Texas 78761.
All right, Maggie. Well, we appreciate you being on, and we look forward to the next time, and we hope you have a good weekend.
Yeah, thank you so much. Y'all have a good weekend.
And thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, now let's get to Marci. She's back online. Hey, Marci.
Hi, I don't know what happened. I was talking and talking. What a pleasure to be on the show for Second Chance Month. Happy Second Chance Month to everybody, because everybody is worthy and in need of a second chance at some point or another. So we're really happy for that. Really happy to be working hard and uplifting justice-impacted voices for Second Chance Month. I wanted to give a quick rundown since we are on Adobo and everybody inside can hear. I want to make sure that they know who Lioness is and what we do. So Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance is an organization made up completely and led by completely formerly and currently incarcerated women, girls, gender expansive folks. If you're inside, y'all listen up, because you can engage and lead our work. We have about 500 currently incarcerated members that we correspond with, and you all tell us what we need to work on out here, which right now is a lot at that state capitol in Austin. We've been in that building an awful lot this past month, working on legislators, working on, as the Texas Prison Alliance pointed out, we were just at the parole day in Austin, advocating and talking to legislators. We've been talking to them about youth justice issues. We've been talking to them about voting rights. Senator Eckhart and Representative Boothby have some great bills that would expand voting rights for people that have felony convictions. Right now in Texas, you can vote. If you have a felony conviction, you can vote as soon as you're off paper. But these laws would disenfranchise about 350,000 Texans who currently are on parole or probation. So basically, as long as you're not incarcerated in the prison system, once you step out, you can get registered to vote on paper. And so that would, currently I'm disenfranchised from voting till 2030. So that would mean I could vote. So we're working on that legislation. We're working on a piece of legislation that has to do with occupational licensing, and we have a lot of positive. I feel like this one, I hate to say I feel like it's going to pass, but this one we have a lot of support, and I'll frankly really kind of be surprised if it doesn't pass. And it is Senator West has it, Senate Bill 1080, and then Representative Cook has the companion bill, House Bill 3673. And basically it would allow incarcerated individuals, it would expand their licensing ability so that they would be able to get licensed and leave the prison's doors with the licensing that they need instead of waiting until after their release. So hopefully
that's
it would open
wonderful.
up some doors. Yeah, and we have such positive feedback from the legislators. I really think that has a really good chance of going somewhere. We are working on another bill that I'm not sure how much traction it will get this round, but we're at least going to make some waves. And if we have to push for it again next session, that's how we do. But and it would basically reduce the amount of intrusive strip searches that incarcerated women go through, especially when accessing programming. Because right now, y'all, those ladies inside, and possibly the gentlemen too. You know, I'm an expert in women's prisons, so guys, don't prove me different. If it's different, tell me. But they have to strip, like, if they're sometimes leaving the dorm, but for sure before your college class or before your programming class and after your programming class. And it's in a group and it's very invasive. And it's too much to go to college. You have to remove feminine hygiene items. It's just the whole thing. And it creates a barrier for women on. Yeah, it's terrible. It's really ridiculous. And I'll tell you what, talking to these legislators, they just really don't have a real clear understanding of exactly what that looks like. A group of people in a small room, you know, it's just, it takes a lot of dignity away. And we had officials from the agency going to these offices, and I will say outright lying that we don't get stripped in groups. Every single person that has ever done time, men or women, knows that we often get stripped in groups. And she just has been telling these legislators, like, it's not intrusive. It's individual. It's not that. So we're combating that. And so we don't have as much support on that because the legislators tend to believe the agency before they believe us, and until we just keep at it, and they realize, oh, well, they're not stopping. It really might have some, really might have some truth to it. So, and then of course, we are trying to look at trying to help with the second look bill. We want to get a hearing for that. It has been referred to committee. So I know that we have a lot of family members out here listening to that, and the way that you can help support that particular piece of legislation would be quite literally to not your representatives, but the committee members in particular. It's the House Committee on Criminal Jurisprudence. So that it would be the chair and the vice chair that you would want to be contacting, and that's Representative John Smithy and Representative Jean Wu. And you would ask them, hey, can we get a hearing on House Bill 200? Can we get a hearing? And that would help that bill move along. We've been busy. We've been so busy. Let's see, I go to Jacksonville, Florida next week because I'll be speaking at a conference. It's about reducing harm through mitigation. And I'll be talking to a lot of public defenders' offices and defense attorneys, fast investigators, paralegals, just really talking about how they can helping to keep people out of prison and the consequences of when we get big sentences, what that really looks like for us and for our families. And then we'll be, with Linus, we'll be headed over to to New Orleans because that is the conference on higher education in prison. And we are really trying to catch Texas up. Some of these northern states, Maine, and even Colorado, which isn't that far north, but are doing some really excellent things with higher education. And Texas, we need to get there. Some of these states are even like an initiative where the incarcerated individual is the professor. If you have a person that's educated and qualified, they can teach a class, and they're getting paid free world wages to teach, these kind of initiatives. Yeah, where we could you imagine how it would be for our folks on the inside if we could get them doing something that they could actually be making money to help support their families at home and to have some money to come out to build a life. And I just can't imagine what kind of confidence and really, strength that would give folks on the inside.
Hey,
So we're trying
Marci,
to.
what is
Yeah.
an address that they can write to you? Because we want to make sure we get that in there.
Yes, it is P.O. Box 12051. That's in Austin, 78711. And that is the Lioness P.O. Box. If you want that letter to get to me directly, just put my name on it and they'll get it to me. If you want to tell me something that I need to make a video on, if there's really a reoccurring instance that's happening on your unit, you can let me know and I will shed some light on it. The other thing is I'm working with my friend and we're trying to collect some data on mail denials. So if you have a magazine or a book denial that you don't think looks right or it looks like it was denied for not a good reason, you need to send that information to us too, and as quick as you can, because we'd like to go out and get the magazine so we can see exactly what was denied.
All right. Well, thank you, Marci. We're so happy that you were on, and thank you for all the work that you've been doing. We appreciate all your hard work because I know y'all are working your tails off up in Austin right now.
Yeah, thanks to you all. Thanks for having me on and sending big love to everybody on the inside. You have a whole army fighting out here for you. Love you all.
Thank you, Marci. You have a great weekend.
You too. Bye now.
Bye. All right. Now it's time for the Death Row Angels segment. Linda, you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. All right. So good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. And we do mean everyone because everyone can now listen. Ooh. I used to say this all the time back in 2017 when Linda and I first started our segment on the prison show. But I feel like I need to say it again. We are not attorneys. We want to help each and every one of you. Sometimes it takes us a little bit to get back to someone, but no, we want to. But again, we are not attorneys. Brandon McCall, you have been all over the news regarding the hearing, granting you a new sentencing trial. We all support you. And Robert Roberson, the Dallas County Commissioners approved a contract up to $20,000 for an independent forensic review. So congratulations on that. And the Death Row Angels will be at Moses Mendoza's execution protest on April 23rd in front of the Huntsville Unit at the corner of 12th Street and Avenue I. If you or your family friends oppose the death penalty, please come stand with us. Right now, we have 2 scheduled executions in Texas, 15 total for the United States, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. Like my friend Leroy started and T added, no voice is too small. So pick up the phone and make that call to the AG, the governor, state reps, and all. Be for us that soldier standing on the wall, dedicated to duty, never dropping the ball. Remember to call, everyone. Death Penalty Action also has petitions on their website, so check them out, deathpenaltyaction.org. The 2 executions scheduled in Texas are Moses Mendoza for April 23rd and is out of Collin County, and Matthew Johnson is scheduled for May the 20th and is out of Dallas County. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here's the news you can use. Anthony Medina, on March the 3rd, the Supreme Court denied your petition coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Micah Brown, on March the 21st, your petition at the Supreme Court was filed coming out of the Fifth Circuit. David Wood, you were distributed for conference at the Supreme Court on April the 17th. Aurelia Escobar, on March the 24th, your petition at the Supreme Court was denied coming out of the CCA. Stephen Thomas, on March the 11th, you filed a supplemental authority based on the Holberg and Glossop decisions at the District Court. Carlos ISS. On March the 19th, your motion to compel discovery from the Harris County District Attorney's Office and all related discovery disputes are referred to Magistrate Judge Bryan. Roderick Harris. On March the 20th, you filed your brief in support of your motion for a COA at the Fifth Circuit. Franklin Davis. On March the 20th, Judge Horan denied all relief requested in your motion for leave to file an amended petition, denied all relief requested in your pro se motion seeking to halt funding for your counsel, and on April 1st, you filed a motion for extension to file objections at the district court. Moses Mendoza, on March the 21st, you filed a motion to stay your execution. Then on March the 26th, the state responded, and you responded to that on March the 28th. Gerald Marshall, on March the 31st, Judge Hoyt denied your second amended federal petition and dismissed your COA with prejudice. Elijah Jobert, on April the 1st, you responded to the state's response at the Fifth Circuit. Kimberly Cargill, on April the 2nd, Judge Schroeder denied your petition and your case is dismissed with prejudice at the district court. James Calvert, on April the 1st, you filed an amended reply in support of your petition at the district court. And Linda.
Hey there, I've got a poem. It's called My Story, submitted by Jessica Lewis, the Marlin Unit. I think it's now changed to the, Patrick O'Daniel Unit?
No, that was Mountain View, remember?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
You think you know me. Yeah, you've heard me talk. But these shoes you can't wear and this walk you can't walk. Addicted, abandoned, and left to die. These were just a few of the things that came with getting high. I don't claim to have game. I've gone through all these horrible wrongs. Instead, I claim victory in the name of Jesus who made me strong. Before you judge me or write me off, think about how my salvation came and what it cost. I had to replace pride with humility and hate with love. I'm not saying it has always been easy because I thought about giving up. In my hardest moments, I thought of the darkest times, and because of my perseverance, the Lord bestowed favor on me, and I began to shine. So no, you don't know my story, and that is okay. Keep fighting the good fight, and you'll have your own story one day. That's beautiful. I like that.
Yeah, it is beautiful. So, real quick, everyone, remember this weekend, April the 5th and 6th, it is Picture Weekend. So, everyone, I swear I don't know why that keeps doing that. Remember, everyone, pictures this weekend, 5th and 6th. So general population, ADSAG, that's during the day, and death row is at night. So y'all keep that in mind. And I know everyone knows that we have some new wardens in place. Kevin Smith is now the warden over at the Polensky Unit, and Ronald Ivy was moved to the Allred Unit. We have Timothy Hopper at the Beto Unit, Beto Unit, Robert Almanza at the Smith Unit, and Roger Boyd at the Robertson Unit. There was a whole lot of stuff going on at the Robertson Unit. Let's see. Brian Williams is now Region 4 Director. And Jennifer Cosby is now Region 6 Director. I think I swapped that. Brian Williams is Region 5, and Jennifer Cosby is Region 6. I heard wonderful things about Jennifer Cosby. So I hope that continues the trend. If we're wrong, definitely let us know. And we did get quite a few letters this week. David gave us a bunch, so we will be responding. If we haven't responded, you know what? Send us another letter. Send us another e-message. Sometimes we get overloaded. We get a ton of stuff coming in. We're trying to do too much, and we get sidetracked, and we just plumb, it. Once you read your e-message, I don't think we can save it as new, which I tend to do a lot out here with my email, my Gmail. I tend to okay, I'm going to save this as new so I don't forget to answer it. Well, with Securus, you don't have that option. So sometimes when you're getting 20, 30 messages, it gets buried every once in a while. So we apologize. We're not doing it intentionally. So just keep that in mind. Send us another e-message. Send us a letter. Send it to David's address. Do y'all remember David's address? The prison show's address is 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, and I gotta say Texas, 77371. So don't forget that.
It's Shepherd, America.
It's technically it is. It will always be. If you're from East Texas, it's Shepherd, America. Right, David? Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. And of course we we always get those nice letters that, well, David gets them because the really rude ones, we tend to say, David, this one's for you. David gets this one because it's meant for him. I know someone had mentioned I'd offered sending the bills out to people that we're following. Definitely, I lost your e-message. If you have sent me that and I have not sent you those bills, please send me another message, because TPCA has a really good list of the solitary confinement bills and the air conditioning bills. So I can definitely get those out to you as soon as possible. And Russell Rieger, I guess that's how you say that name, Rieger. Do you know, David?
Well, he's never told me, but I would think it would be Rieger.
Okay.
Maybe he can let us know if it's right or wrong.
Yeah, let us know.
Spell it out phonetically for us in your next letter.
Yeah,
That's a good word.
Yeah, it is a good word.
Cost about $20, but I learned it.
You learned it. We have received your messages, and I know I sent you one back, but we're still trying to confirm everything. Brian Rogers, I will be answering you back, so just wanted to let you know that. And David.
Danny.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it.
Yeah. Now, I was reading a letter from a fellow, an e-message, and man, right in the middle of the show when I get an e-message. So, anyway.
Was he listening to the show?
I'm pretty sure he is. He knows everything about the show.
No, this particular episode?
I'm sure that he is, and you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, dear God.
Got quite a bit of details.
Oh, my God.
Now, he brought a really good point up. There's a new program. I assume that it's new because I need to do some research to find out about it, and they didn't have it whenever I was down there. But they have it's a self-harm prevention office, and specifically on the French Robertson unit. But I would think that all the units would have it, or TDC would have it as a whole.
They do.
So I see that there's a lot here about the Robertson Unit, and he said that there was an advertisement on the tank or something or another where this lady off of the Robertson Unit was talking about it. And we know that what's her name, Gabby? She was talking to us here a while back about how many suicides that there were in TDCJ. And I heard Jay Dan Gum, you know who he is? From Forgiven Felons?
Yes.
He was talking about, he said, because he testified in Austin, and he said that there were 111 deaths this year, and only one of them was at a private prison, and all the 110 were someplace else, and it was like 60 or 70 that were actually suicides. There was a few of them that were under investigation. So I mean,
there's quite a few of them under investigation. When you go to the Attorney General's office, their list that they have.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess my point with that is he made a really good point that there's help. I mean, if you're going through something, if you're sad, you're depressed, you just don't have anything else and nowhere else to turn, man, step out of line and talk to somebody at that searcher's desk. Get some help. That self-harm prevention office, if there's an officer there that's what their job is, reach out to them, man. I mean, it's terrible. And I've been there. I've been suicidal. I've been really sad. I've been just so sad that I didn't know what else to do. And sometimes you just got to get up and do something. You got to move around. You got to get the old endorphins flowing so that you don't fall back into that. I know it's rough. I know it's hard, but reach out, man. Get some help. Talk to somebody. So you knew about that office?
Yes, there's.
Is that on every unit?
It is on every unit.
Well, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. So. And there's actual offenders who walk around who are dedicated to self-harm.
Are they peer educators? Part of the peer education system?
I believe so.
We used to go all over the unit. We used to have a blast with that. So let's pay the bills. You ready?
I'm ready. Pay them.
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201. That was quick.
That was very quick.
We don't have a break song because we took all the time I gave. We had so many people on tonight. It was a wonderful show. I mean, it's not over with yet, but you know what I mean. A lot of information. That's why in my advertisement that I sent out to everybody, I said make sure you have your pencils ready because there's going to be so much information for you and your loved ones.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there was this jam-packed.
Jam-packed. So how do you see Addie on TikTok? You'll have to send me her.
I will. On the TikTok?
On the TikTok.
Oh, she's, man, some of her content is so funny.
Yeah, well, I put her name in the search bar. It didn't quite come up. So does she go by Addie or something else? She got some kind of nickname she goes by?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, well, share it with me so I can.
I will.
Laugh with you.
Absolutely.
So wait, you want to go to Ann or you want to go to Carmela or what do you want to do?
Let's go to Carmela.
So, thank you for taking my call. I was actually able to listen to the program tonight. It was very interesting. And I will get a pen and some paper for the next shows. I'd like to make 2 shout-outs, please. First one to Marcus Mullen. He is at the Dieball Unit. Hi, Marcus. I hope this day finds you in good spirits, and I hope things are going well for you. Father David said that he visited with you. I think it was last week. I just hope things keep progressing for you. and that you're doing okay in your surroundings. We're supposed to get some cool weather this week. Cool weather, no Houston weather. So I'm looking forward to that, but we have to get past tomorrow with a lot of rain. I just hope everything's going okay for you. I haven't talked to Rebel recently. I need to give him a call. And I just hope that you have a good week and a good month. This is a new month. And just take care and know that you're loved and thought about every day. And just take care. And my second shout out is for my nephew, Bradley Leland Aiken. He's at the San Saba unit, I believe. I haven't found out why or for how long, but I just keep looking on the Texas Department of Criminal Justice website to see where he is. Hi, Bradley. Hope somebody will let you know that I'm shouting out to you. I hope you had a good birthday last week. I hope you heard me shout out to you for your birthday. If not, know that you were thought about and you're loved. I don't know how the weather is where you are. I'm sure it's toasty, but like I was telling my friend at Dieball that we're getting ready to have a cool down next week, so I'm excited about that. My allergies have just been killing me. I need to buy some stock in toilet paper and paper towels or get some corks for my nostrils. But I'm doing okay. That's about it. I hope things are progressing for you, and just keep your chin up and keep your head up and keep a smile on your face. I know it's hard to do, but just don't let the devil steal your joy, especially in this Lenten season. I just know you're loved, and I think about you daily. And have a good week until I talk to you next time. I love you. Thank you, Prison Show, for all you do, and you guys have a safe commute home, traveling grace, and thank you for taking my call, and thank you for the work that you guys do.
Thank
Good night.
you. Good night. Okay, now we have Anne.
Hi, I have a little message for my Black Panther on the road in Texas. I would like to quote the following. If I told you how much you mean to me, I don't think you will understand. So I wait until this day comes when you will understand. Take care, my precious one. Bye, your water lily.
All right. We have some open lines, 713-526-5738. Option number 2. Give us a call and we will throw you on air. All right. Now,
Freddie's not on that line, and she's got Freddie on the air.
oh,
Yeah, you need to hang Freddie up.
he never answered.
It's dead. Evidently, he got distracted.
Yeah, evidently he did. All right, let's go with Annalisa.
Hello everyone, it's Annalisa. I hope you are doing well. Hello Isidro, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are enjoying your reading and drawing. I look forward to seeing the drawings you are doing. I'm well. It has been a beautiful day here, warm and sunny, and flowers are everywhere, and spring is in the air. So it's really nice. I'm well. Had a good week at work, and now I look forward to the next 2 days to do something, not work, something nice and relaxing. I send you my warmest wishes, big hugs. Take care, my dear friend. Bye everyone. Take care and have a lovely weekend.
All right, now we have Iman. Hi, Iman.
Iman, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
So I just wanted to say hi to my husband, Terry Hargrove and Clemens, and the kids wanted to tell him a message.
I love you, Daddy.
Good.
H-I.
What do you want to tell?
I.
Okay. She's being shy, but I just want to tell him I love him, and we can't wait till he comes home. And we hope everything is good in there.
Well, thank you. Maybe next week they will be more apt to talk.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for the show. It was my first time tuning in, but I will be tuning in again.
Oh, thank you very much, and I hope y'all have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Now we have Eva Maria.
Good evening, everybody. This is Eva Maria from Germany, and I would like to greet my pen friend Rodolfo and everybody in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, especially those who don't have friends or family, or only few friends or family outside prison. I think you can be proud of yourselves, because you managed to keep your dignity in difficult situations, and not just to exist somehow, but to react in dignified ways. And I think in a way you are heroes, especially those of you who are really, really lonely and alone, because you maintain your humanity. And this is really, really a great deed. Again, I think you can be proud of yourselves. Have a nice evening and a blessed weekend, and big thanks to the prison show staff for making all this possible. Goodbye, Eva Maria.
Oh, that was so sweet. Thank you, Eva Maria. All right, now we have James. Hi, James.
Hi. First time caller, first time listener. I just came across this station, and I'm so blessed to know that you guys exist. I belong to a local church here in Houston, and I signed up for prison ministry almost 2 years ago, and I've never set foot in prison because the ministry just kind of floundered. And I'm really seeking some direction because I believe that, God has called me to this ministry. So I sent an email to you guys. If you would respond, I would appreciate it. And I will be supporting you with prayers and financially as well. And God bless those who are incarcerated. And, I just want to help. God bless you.
Well, thank you, James. Thank you so much. And we will be answering your email.
I already answered it a while ago.
Oh.
He was probably on hold whenever I answered it. I told you to lead by example, bro. Maybe they don't know how to do it. Maybe you should contact a chaplain at one of the local facilities wherever you're at, or go to Huntsville and talk to the chaplains at the chapel department. Get permission to come in. They do have some classes, too, where you can be an approved chapel volunteer. I can also hook you up with the mentor program, because we know Jason Wysong. He calls us quite often. He's probably listening tonight. And if Jason will want to, I'll give him your email address, and maybe you can hook up with Jason and he can get you involved in the mentor program. And maybe if some of the other folks at your church see that you're getting involved, they will get involved as well. Prison can be intimidating sometimes.
Yes, thank you. I didn't think it was so hard to get into prison. You know what I'm saying? So God bless y'all.
It's probably easier to get in than it is to get out.
Yeah. Well, thank you, James. Thank you so much.
Now who you want to talk to?
All right. Let's see. Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Bethel Garza and Plonsky. Hey Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits staying safe, and that there is a smile on your handsome face. As for me, all is going good. I'm just back in now from being out with Buddy, and he is doing good. He says, howdy. I also bought him, when I was on my way back home, I went into the store and I got him a new fly sheet. So yeah, when the weather gets a bit warmer, I can take him out of the other rugs and put a fly sheet on him so he doesn't get bitten by the flies. Other than that, yeah, all is good here. The weather is getting nice. Daytona is here with me, and she says woof, and I will give her belly rubs for you. Please know that you mean the world to me and that I'm sending you big hugs. So good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. Also want to give a shout out to Eric, Mark, Blaine, Will, Debo, Moy, and Rudy. Hope you all are doing good. And hi guys. So that's it. Good night everyone. And to everybody at the Print Show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
And I love her so much. And to the person that said the sarcastic comment that I am being derogatory, I'm not. Caitlin and I are friends, and I'm friends with her friend inside Polensky. So there. I wish I could make a gesture, but I'm not. All right, let's get to Kiki.
Were you going to tell her she's number one? Or he's number one?
He's number one, yeah.
Hi, this message is to Rodney Reed at the Polensky Unit. Hey, Rodney, it's Kiki. I hope you are doing okay and they're staying strong for me. I miss you and I love you so much. Me and the kids are doing well. Just been busy doing appointments and staying busy passing the time. I'm always thinking of you, wondering what you're doing. Don't forget Bam Bam's birthday is on April 9th. He will be 14 years old. I plan on taking him out somewhere, but not sure where yet. I found all the kitties' new homes so far, but have 2 left. But one person should be here at 6 to pick one up tonight. Me and Jeff will be out at IHOP for breakfast Saturday. Then we're loading up on supplies for the kitties after. Not sure if I'm going to church or gym Sunday yet. Anyways, I just wanted to call in and let you know I'm thinking of you, missing you and loving you, and update you on what's going on. I hope you are doing well and staying safe and staying strong. I love you, Rodney. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Prison Show.
That sounded quick.
I was talking to her about it. She said, well, if it sounds bad, don't play it. I'm like, well, it doesn't sound bad. It's just fast.
It would, yeah. I was like, David, did you fast?
No, she did the same thing last week. So.
I don't remember it.
She said she was in a hurry. Yeah, I can tell.
I don't remember that last one.
Yeah, I'm sure Rodney enjoyed hearing it.
Though. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
He'd rather have it too fast than not at all.
Yes. All right, let's get to Leslie. Hey, Leslie.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can.
Excuse me.
Ooh, oh.
Look, don't start, Dani.
Me?
Are you feeling better?
No. I don't feel good. My blood pressure's up. I don't feel good. I'm grumpy. I'm hormonal.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, yeah.
You got any chocolate in the house?
Yeah, throw chocolate.
No, my chocolate is in Styles' unit right now.
Sugar pom pom.
Mercy on punishment. So, anyways, it's having and loving somebody inside the walls is sometimes one of the hardest things that a person can do. It's not the norm. Anyways, hi, Sugar Pom Pom. I hope you're doing okay by all the text messages that you've received. Anyways, I want to shout out to Styles Unit, the Incentive Pod, and then what else? Excuse me.
Lord.
Sorry. Anyways, what else? I want to shout out to Ebony. I think she's at the Gatesville Unit somewhere. Is that a woman's prison? Ebony.
It's one. They have quite a few women's units up there.
Okay. Well, Ebony, just shout out, and then, anyways, Sugar Pom Pom, I will be there on Sunday. And we will have a discussion. And, anyways, everybody have a good night. I'm sorry I'm not. I'm sorry. It's the pollen. It's horrible. I'm not contagious, but it's, ugh.
Yeah.
Disgusting. I hate Texas. Anyways, shout out to everybody at TDCJs except for the COs. I don't like the COs. But, yeah. Anyways. 10 toes down, man. All right.
I'll see you Sunday.
Okay. Bye.
Maybe. I don't know.
Bye.
Bye.
So what's up with the 10 toes down? Do you have 10 toes up also?
Yeah, I do.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Google it.
She says that all the time.
Yeah, Google it.
I figured if there's 10 down, there's got to be 10 up.
Yep.
Did I turn it off fast enough? I doubt it.
No, you didn't, David. Nope. All right, let's get to one of my favorite people, Mysterious Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing the shout-outs for this week. Here's my shout-outs for the prison show, the guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppets, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Shout-out for Matt Thomas, Edward Reeves, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Oz. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Haas. Shout-out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout-out for Keith Money. Shout-out for Curtis Robertson. Shout-out for Blaine Milam. Shout-out for Bill R. Sims. Shout-out for Wayman Lee Cart. And a special shout-out to Clarence Lee Bowman. And go Cougars, go Cougs. U of H is versus the Duke Blue Devils in San Antonio Final Four. Hopefully they win and go to the Final Two. And if you want to contact Mysterious Mike, doing care of David Collingsworth. And now, adios, back to the prison show.
I think the Cougs lost.
Oh, no.
Yes, oh, no. And you can write to Mysterious Mike via the prison show at David's house, 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, America, 77371, a.k.a. Shepherd, Texas. All right, now we have... Let's get to Simone. I love that name, Simone.
Hey twin, it's Simone. I just wanted to say hello, and I'm all smiles because what a week, right? So I'm just hoping you have received all the pictures I've sent. I just shared some with your mom, and she in return sent some from your cousin's graduation. And wow, she looks absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. Love her style, her outfit, everything about it. So that was just very nice to see. Hope you've been able to catch up on some sleep. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Have a good night, and sending you a tight, tight, tight squeeze, tight hug, okay? Bye.
I like that. Tight, tight, tight squeeze. I like that. Okay, now we have, I think Lydia's on the phone, but I think, hey Lydia.
Hey Dani, how are you?
Oh, living the dream, man. Hi.
Am I on already?
You are on. We put you right on because you are head of the class.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, hello, Papacito. Good talking to you today. I was going to tell you, what was I going to tell you before I forget? Well, we did go to Walmart like we had planned. No ice cream. Came back home and I had something like a pudding or something that I had bought at Reuben's. It was good. And Jorge, get this, he bought himself some coffee, some cold coffee. And I bet you he won't be able to sleep tonight because that stuff is really sweet. Yeah, he's going to have trouble sleeping. But we're good, mijo. I'm gonna call Tia Janie. She just got off of work. I'm gonna give her a buzz because I haven't talked to her for a while. And I think Theo Jr.'s been off a while because I haven't seen him take off in his van to work, so he might be off. I don't know. But I haven't talked to very many of your tias today. I'll take that back. I did. I talked to Tia early, and they were out eating, her and Tia Gracie. I don't know why they go. Like I told you, they hardly eat. They just like to go out and spend their money. But anyway, mijo, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, and I'm almost forgetting, wishing Eric a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Eric. And wishing you many, many more, Eric. Okay? And my saludos to all the guys. To William, Eric, Blaine, Ruben. Let's see if I remember. Roderick, Mark. I know I'll always forget somebody. But send my salud. Oh, Moises. And know that you are in our prayers, Moises. You and your family. And wishing you all a good night. And the young ladies here, wishing them a good night. And safe travels home. And David, too. Okay? Good night, everyone. Good night, Linda, Danny, David.
Good night, Lydia.
Good night, Papacito. Good night. Good night. Bye.
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 All right, Linda, do you want to do yours?
Well, I have a confession to make. I left my shout-out list at home because I have a brother that's in the ICU in the Woodlands at the Methodist Hospital, and I was rushing to see him, and I left my purse at home. So anyway, I don't have my shout-out list, but I did want to say a special shout-out to Jack Carter. And I forgot to tell you in the note that I wrote you back that Linda Pugh passed away, so that's why you haven't had any help on your medical. But if you'll give me the authority to talk to someone about your problem, I can do that, but you'll have to put my name in for that to happen. And we do help out with some medical if we can get in touch with someone that'll listen to us.
Actually, if we email.
Right, we email them, yeah.
Yeah, they ask the man or the lady if they would, they ask them specifically to sign a form to give us, like they did to Hank.
Yes.
And then, so that way, you know that what is it called? The HIPAA form or the medical release form.
Right.
What is that noise? What?
I don't know. Something keeps squeaking. Is it me?
Yeah, it's Linda's mic over here. Doesn't have a foam rubber thing on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
And then she's got her headphones around her neck, so I'm sure the sound's coming out right in the mic.
Probably.
It's hard to answer
Linda,
the phone with this.
The headphones go on the head.
But they don't. I can't answer the phone when they're on my head.
She can't answer the phone. All right.
We're not going to go there either.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go there. But
Guys, all right, David Collingsworth, and tell him to stop picking on me.
We love you, Miss Linda.
All right, I'm going to do my shout-outs. So, big shout-out to Farron, one of my best friends, David Davis, Larry at the Huntsville Unit. Hope you got my e-message. Taylor Parker, Robert Solis, Britt, T. Bighead, Blaine, Philo, Mayo, Rodrigo. It was great seeing you. Leroy, Joel White has now moved, so congratulations on your move, Joel. Jay at the Win Unit, great big hugs to you, Jay. Midget Titan over at the Estelle Unit, and Paper Cup at the Estelle Unit. Great big hello to y'all. And of course, CJ, great big hugs to you, CJ. And now we have Amy on the line. Hey, Amy.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
I'd like to give a shout out to Barbara Cox. Miss you.
Oh, wow.
That was quick.
I didn't even understand the name.
But she missed you. Barbara Cox.
Okay. Well, that was short and sweet. And
You remember, we used to have to cut them off. We used to give them time limits.
Yeah.
We would start out with 3 minutes, and we had so many callers, we went down to 2 minutes. And now we've got a lot of 15, 20-second callers. Love you. See you later.
Yeah. Which is, that's great. That's great. As long as you call. And we have some open lines. 713-526-5738. Option number 2 to get on the air. Now, David, I know that you have some shout outs.
Yeah, I was trying to pull them up just a minute ago. And then I got distracted. I was reading the news. News you can use. It's funny it's not funny. It's actually a shame. But whenever you Google prison news today, it's like 3 people got into an altercation in a prison in Arizona and they died. And then 3 people over in Utah got in an altercation and they died. I mean, is everybody just killing each other in the prisons these days? Was it North Carolina or South Carolina doing 85% of their time? I mean, and the fella says that they don't get any, there's no rehabilitation. I mean, they're just warehousing them.
Right.
So Marci Marie was talking about some of the states that have higher education.
Yes.
But we have some states that have no education.
Absolutely. And then you can't, don't even get me started because.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. And Roy T. Forbes, I heard you too. James McElraith, hope you're doing well. Big James says that he's praying for Danny and Linda and all the other advocates. So,
well, thank you.
We appreciate all your prayers, James. Yeah, Linda says we definitely need all the prayers we can get. And Victor Jesus Loya, he's still got all kinds of. Remember, he was the one that he had all that fundraising information that we had a couple weeks back, and he's telling me how to get rid of all my hay fever. He's got some great ideas, including how to make some syrup.
Some syrup?
Yeah.
Thank you. We like that.
He said it tastes like grape Kool-Aid, but I bet it won't feel like grape Kool-Aid.
I bet it won't.
Yeah.
I need that recipe.
I'll share it. Richard William Smeel, hope you're doing well. Ronald Hill Allman. I don't have my fancy list, so I'm doing it manually this time. Matthew Hoover, Michael William Johnson, Stephen Drayton, Tiffany Cheeks, Daniel Campbell. Tiffany's got a friend of hers, and she wrote us, and she was talking about how all Tiffany does is listen to us. She just watches all of our episodes. So, Richard Little.
Hi, Tiffany.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Tiffany. Maria Pena, she's the one. She says, "Hey, my friend told me about the prison show, and I can't stop watching it, but her name is Tiffany Cheeks, and I'd like to know how to be shouted out." So, Maria, there you go. We're shouting you out. Hope you guys are keeping your heads up out there. We appreciate you tuning in. Franquan Hayes, Victor Gamble, Michael Dean Flores, Montana Ruckman, Travis Walters, Erlen McKay, Daniel Lipscomb, Jaron Reasonover. And, of course, we have Travis Fletcher.
Hey, Travis.
Travis, keep your head up, bro. Appreciated all the letters that you sent today, and I did share them with Megan and Brandon. You mentioned another fellow. Hopefully they'll share them with him because I don't have his contacts. I think he's like their paralegal or something. But anyway, we appreciate you. And Travis told us that we can mention his name as often as we want because like last week we had the interview and we didn't mention his name because we didn't have permission. And it's just cool that he was able to get a hold of people. And we have other listeners that say they can't get a hold of anybody, but he was able to get a hold of them.
You know what? That's right.
So that's why whenever I seen that other letter, it didn't have a zip code on it. So that's my first thought. Because, you know, back in the day, whenever I was a kid and you send a letter, it didn't have no zip code. There's some good postman, he's going to stop and look up the zip code and put it on there.
Absolutely.
But nowadays, everything's automated. It goes through a machine.
Or lazy.
They're going to look at it and they're going to just toss it. And it's going to come right back, return to sender. Address unknown, whatever. I mean, you got to have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. So, who are we missing? I guess we got just about everybody. Look, if we missed you and you're a listener and you're tuning in, we really appreciate you tuning in. And I thought that was pretty cool about the book earlier, the Prison Survival Guide. You know, whenever I first started doing time, they gave me some pretty bad advice. They're like, you go find the biggest, tallest dude in the day room and you go punch him in his nose and you get in a fight and then everybody's going to know you're willing to fight and they're going to leave you alone. And I'm going to tell you what, you're going to walk around for about 6 months with some black eyes and, and a big fat nose. That stuff don't work. But you need some better advice. And if the book's telling you, then it's probably a good read. I was a peer educator for a while, and it just finally got to where you could tell folks, man, look, if you're in danger, step out of line, step across that yellow line and make sure that you can be seen. If you're feeling down and depressed and you're ready to end everything, then make sure you talk to somebody. Get a hold of the chaplain, get a hold of a counselor, talk to your teacher at school. Whatever you got to do just to get it out of your system. Go to rec. You know, it's just funny, but going to rec and doing a little bit of jogging or doing a little bit of exercise creates endorphins and it gets you in a better mood. Do whatever it takes. You do your time. Don't let your time do you. We talk about education. If you have any kind of programs, then get involved. If they don't have any programs, then get involved in the chapel. We got a caller? We got Gloria on there.
Yes.
Gloria.
Sing it, David. Hey, Gloria.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Man, we're blessed. How you doing?
Oh, God, I'm going crazy.
Yeah, we got a letter earlier today. Somebody said that you were pretty. Gorgeous. There you go. Gorgeous.
Well, I'm not sure where they ran into me, but
Well, they seen your picture
whatever.
on the Dovo. Remember, I put your picture out there.
Oh,
You were
what
in there.
picture did you put?
You were sitting in the show with Dani.
Now you know how I feel, Gloria, when you throw those photos up.
You did a whole show.
Oh,
You
God.
sat in there with Dani, and y'all laughed and joked.
Oh, Lord. Okay, okay. Well, whatever. Hopefully he doesn't have vision issues.
Yeah, maybe
Anyway.
he did get his glasses checked. No, you're a pretty lady.
And I just found out after waiting 7 years, Spider's going to finally get his glasses. God. Yeah, I'm going crazy because we're doing our death penalty lobby day Tuesday. And if anybody's listening inside and you're talking to your family, tell them to meet us at the Capitol Tuesday. We're going to meet at 10 o'clock in State Rep Harold Dutton's office. And then we're going to do a little orientation and get out and start talking to people. When the House adjourns, right now they're saying maybe 3 o'clock, we're going to have a press conference in the Speaker's press room right next to the House. And then before we leave, we'll have a rally outside. But we're going to be talking about bills, all the bills that particularly affect those on death row. Abolition, law of parties, raising the age to 21. Moody's got a bill that I'm sure has to do with Robert Robertson's case about introducing scientific evidence not available at trial when you're doing a writ of habeas corpus. And Terry Mesa has a bill to limit solitary to 3 days. Whoa! They could double that or triple that and it'd still be heaven. Anyway, so that's Tuesday. I want to give a shout out to Clinton Young, and I ordered your book, and I think it's supposed to come Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that. And I saw your son. He is precious, and he looks like you. I want to give a shout out to all the women on death row. I hope everybody's fine. Erica, God dog, they hung up on us today. 30 minutes goes too fast. And Melissa, I don't know what the CCA is waiting on, but I know you are so ready, and we're ready for you to get out. Brat, Brittany Holberg, which I was just talking to Pam, and she keeps calling you Brat. In fact, she's got a dog named Brittany that she named after you. Anyway, hope you're doing fine, and Darlie, I didn't get to talk to you when I was visiting last time because you were on the other side of the visiting room. One of these days we're going to get to meet in person. Let's see. Let me say hi to Jeff Wood, and let me know when Caleb gets approved on your visitation list. That'd be cool. And there's 2 law of parties bills that we're going to be pushing when we go Tuesday. Unfortunately, your sister can't join us because they're doing the STAR test Tuesday of all the stupid things. Anyway, Jeff, take care. Nathan Williams, hello. Hope you are okay. Rob Will, hello. Robert Robertson, I hope you're doing well, and I hope this bill passes about scientific evidence, because Lord knows we need it. Terry Washington, I hope you're doing well. Hello to Will Spear. Anthony Haynes, hello. Haven't seen you in a while, but I hope you're fine. Anthony Pierce at the Ramsey. Listen, I need to know what you want me to do with these boxes about your case. and where they're supposed to go, because I'm not going to haul them to Austin unless somebody wants them, because they are 7 giant boxes, like double the size of a regular legal box, and I can't even lift them. Gary Green, I need to answer you. I apologize, but I will. George McFarland, hello. Ram, hope you're doing good. Rudy Medrano, hello. Thomas Millerell, I don't know where in the world you're off to, but hello to you. Charles Flores, hey, hopefully I'll see you soon. When am I gonna visit? On the 24th, I'll be up there. Gene Boxton, I'm hoping your back is doing better. I told, what's her name, Joanna, I think, with the Quakers in Austin, and she said she was going to talk to the warden, so I don't know if anything's happened. George Curry, hey. T. Irvin, I will be seeing you on the 24th, and hope you're doing well. And I got to call your sister. I think her emails are bouncing. Juan Balderas, hello, and once again, condolences on the passing of your father. Very sad. Spider, hey, I've got your grandkids' gifts ready to mail. I found a bigger box. I think it'll be cheaper. I'm going to put them all in one box instead of 3 separate ones. And Tony Ford, I'm excited to hear that the attorney for CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations, actually got a phone call to you, I guess because it was an attorney. But anyway, keep me updated on whatever crimes are being committed by TDCJ. And I think that's it, y'all. Danny, are you going to come Tuesday?
No, I cannot go Tuesday. My work matters.
Jobs.
I know.
Jobs
I wish I was independently wealthy.
Well, when I was teaching, and HISD can't do nothing about it now, but when I was teaching, luckily I rarely get sick, so I used all my sick days for all my political activity. Except the one time I called in sick, and then my picture was in the paper for something for Clarence Brantley before he got out, and I'm like, oh my God.
That was. Hey, did you hear about the commissioner's office for Robert Roberson?
No. What the commissioner?
The Dallas County commissioners approved a contract up to $20,000 for an independent forensic review.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And I was curious why Dallas got involved, because he's from Palestine.
I'm just grateful. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, $20,000 for forensic review, and it was unanimously approved.
God, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And Dutton and Leach both have law of parties bills, and Leach's blows my mind because not only does it call for the elimination of people being executed under the law of parties, but for the Board of Pardons and Paroles to look at all the death row law of parties cases and then recommend that the governor give them clemency. I mean, that sounds like a wonderful dream, but
yeah,
at least he proposed it. And, when I first, in the 90s, when I first talked to a state rep about abolition, she held up her hand, and I'm like, what are you doing? She says, you see these 5 fingers? We probably wouldn't get 5 votes. So things change. We're not going to get abolition still, but there's a lot more people that are a lot more supportive. So
absolutely, even conservatives who, it's more about the money for them, but they're still,
Yeah.
some of them are opposed.
Yeah, that's what won over my brother was the money. Until he heard Terry Max Cook speak. And then he's like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
Well, thank you, Gloria.
Okay. Y'all have a good weekend. And we're going to have a table set up tomorrow at the Houston Peace and Justice Center's Social Mixer, which is going to feature Congressman Al Green and a lot of cool people.
Yes,
So
Linda and I are going to be there.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're
come
on
by our table.
Yeah, we're on the board. Remember, we somehow or another we were lucky enough to be on the board. So yeah, we will be there. Bright and early.
Okay. Well, then I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11, and then I'm hoping it's the 47th anniversary of Dr. King's assassination tomorrow, and the Black Heritage Society is having a vigil at the statue at McGregor Park, the statue of Dr. King. So we're going to wear our abolition T-shirts to that.
Awesome. Well,
and I hope we don't get rained out for the protest against Trump and Musk.
I hope not either.
At City Hall tomorrow. So anyway, okay, I'll quit taking up all the time.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow, Gloria.
Okie doke. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. She's so funny.
She is.
But very informative, truly informative. And I'm very sad that I won't be able to lobby on Tuesday. But I know that Gloria and everyone, Yancey, they really get up there and they kick some tail. They let everyone know what's going on.
She does a little bit more than kick tail.
Yeah, she does. After all, it is Gloria. So she tells you like it is, let me tell you. And even if it's not really how it is, she'll tell you how she views it.
Yeah. Governor Abbott, you've heard it.
Oh, yeah. One of the first, when I first started protesting, it was under Perry. And she had a sign, the very first time I saw the sign, serial killer Perry. He's a serial killer. And it was his picture on this sign. And I was like, oh, my God. Can we do this?
She did it.
Oh, she was doing it, and then after that, I was like, hell yeah, we can. Hell yeah. Gotta love her.
You're so funny. Did you get excited?
I did. I got excited over Joanne, which was one of the elders in the movement. One of the officers told Joanne, and Joanne was 82 years old. And, she was still walking up there protesting every execution. Well, an officer told Joanne she couldn't sit there. She looked at him not directly in his eye because she was kind of short, but she looked up at him and she used the whole word, F you, whole word.
The whole word.
The whole thing. And that officer didn't know whether to laugh because this old woman was like, you ain't going to tell me what to do. Or to, yes, ma'am, or to yell back. He chose to giggle and walk away. That's what he did. He left her right where she was. It was a great day. I loved her. She was awesome. She really was. And she hung out with Gloria, so I guess Gloria got it from her.
So is DJ Chill still in the house?
I think so. DJ Chill, you still here?
We got a few minutes. I wanted to make a special announcement, and if he's out there, if he can hear me, if he's listening, we want to wish Skylar Dawn a happy birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Skylar Dawn. Happy birthday to you.
Woohoo.
Cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, she's she's got 2 shows. It's like the show before us and the show after us. So.
And I'm sure you see the guys love it. They can stay to start listening.
Marlo said that she knows somebody that would give her a 3rd show. So,
oh, wow.
Wow, yeah. Think about that one, Skylar Dawn. And tonight she's going to do a live show. She's actually going to be on live on Damage Control.
She's going to be in here in the studio?
No, she's in Oklahoma, but she's going to be on Zoom. That's why DJ Chill's here. He's going to hook them up so that she can be on live for her birthday.
For her birthday.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. She hadn't been live in a long time.
No.
So I was hoping she's going to be in the studio, and I texted her earlier, and she said in the studio. No, I'm in Oklahoma. But she needs to get her butt on down here. She needs to come on down and sit with you. She can do a whole show. You all sit there and laugh and cut up and do a show together.
I would love that. Cool. Yeah. So. I would love that.
Skylar, you have a running invitation. Anytime you want to come in, just come on in and cop a squat over there by Danny, and it'd be a great show.
Squat. Well, I haven't heard that in years.
Yeah. Well, we used to do it all the time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Linda's over here messing with things.
I'm cleaning.
She says she's cleaning. That way we have a smooth transition whenever DJ Chill finally listens to the radio and come in here. He might have fell asleep, though. He's going to have a late night. He's probably out there taking a nap.
Yeah, he may be. Because I know he can hear it. Or maybe he turned it down.
He might have turned it down, taking a nap. He wait for us to clear out, so figure we'll come wake him up.
Yeah.
Now, look, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. We thank you for getting on Adovo. We know that we've had a few issues with Adovo. Adovo's had a few issues. Securus has had a few issues. Securus went through an update there for a while. Well, they had a really update, and it was like you couldn't send messages or send money or anything, right? Nothing. And then Adovo said they were doing all they can because they have such a small staff. They're a 501c3. They're actually, I guess you'd call it a ministry. It's a charitable thing. But at the same time, they had like 3,000 items that got rushed into them all at one time. And then we had a March 7th episode that got mislabeled and it was a mess. So by the time they figured it all out, all of a sudden, bam, you had 2 shows right off the bat. The 21st and the 28th both got on the air at the same time.
Really quick.
Really quick. The 28th it only took them like 3 days to get it approved and get put on. So you got that one pretty cool. So it would be nice if all of the episodes would go that fast. But we can pray about it. So we'll put it that way. We're doing pretty good to even be in all 45 states. We were shooting to get to the female units, and we overshot everything. We got all the Texas units and then 44 other states. So it's a learning curve. We're doing pretty good. We got some advice tonight on microphones and all kinds of stuff. But those mics, that's part of the FM station. So we know that we don't like the cranes or whatever you want to call them, and the springs make a lot of noise. And if it gets in front of your face, then we're so sorry. But it's part of the FM radio. Remember, we are a radio show, and we just started doing the video, so we're trying to get it. And we still need a camera person. I don't care if you're male or female. I don't know. I don't even care if you've never done it. I'll show you what I know, and we've got the app, and we can wade into the app together, and we can learn it. But I need somebody on the outside while I'm on the inside. And if you're willing to do that and you're in the Houston area, then either call me or write me or send me an email. Get a hold of me somehow. My number is 903-360-4697. And my email address is david@theprisonshow.net. And we're out of time. We've been out of time, and I should be playing the Going Out song. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing it, and y'all have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend.
speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking Pro JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski, Bonjour.